Hello, this is old Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and it's Saturday morning, and I usually get very interesting rides on Saturday morning. There's somebody sleeps in his car. He's been there before, and it must have been on Saturday morning anyway. I don't know what that's about, but I've seen him there before sleeping in his car. And Anyway, I take a long ride on Saturday mornings because my grandson stays with us every Friday night just for fun. I usually get up at 4 to 5 o'clock in the morning, and he doesn't get up till about 7:30, sometimes 8 o'clock. And so in order to let him sleep in, I try to stay out of the house, and I do my favorite pastime of riding my e-bike. So this is a long ride, and I got a lot of interesting things that I saw, which I will just share with you. And I don't think I have a story. I had some ideas for a story, but as long as this video is, it's still too short. You'll notice that horse, that lady's walking, it's nudging her on the face. Horses are like that. My son has a horse named Lucy, and Lucy is a very lovable pet. So that lady's got a good pet there and a good friend. So I just decided I'd take an extra long ride, and I'm going on 2 different routes that I normally take on my morning ride. And of course, if you've been following my video or my channel, you know that I do a lot of bike riding on these because it's so handy, and I like dirt roads. And so there's a guy watering his trees, helping to grow. Right now, we're in the middle of July, and temperatures outside during the day are up around 105 or more, but and so that's the way it is in July. And this guy coming towards us, if you've been following my channel, I've seen him before on my morning rides. He walks quite a few miles. I don't know where he starts from, but he walks quite a few miles because I see him all over the place. And I ride. This morning's ride turned out to be about 11 miles long with all the riding that I did. So I went through there, and now I'm going to go through this housing development, and I'm going to take all the back roads just for fun because it's pretty boring going straight all the time. And so the first turn I get to here, and it also makes for a longer ride if you're trying to kill time. So anyway, as I came around this corner here, there's some folks getting ready to spend the day on their motorcycle. I'm guessing my wife and I, we used to have a lot of fun riding together, and she waved and I waved. And then after I'd gotten by him, I thought, because that's a Harley, and I've had several Harleys, I thought, I'll go around the block and come around and visit with him for a while. But I didn't think about that until I got up to the end of this block. So as it turns out, I missed him. But I rode around the block. And then here's some folks you'll see later after I've spent my time riding around the block and everything. So I came around this corner as I was going around the block, and I put it in third pedal assist so I can go quite fast. And here's all these houses along here that are for lease. And it looks to me like the realtor that's handling all the sales, they wanted to lease some instead of sell them all. So these folks took a shortcut, and I took a long cut, and I came around, and the people, of course, were gone on their motorcycle. Now, here's an interesting thing. I'm going to see some other folks that I see quite often up there. You can see that's Esteban and his wife. I'll get her name. Oh, man, I tell you what, it's not good. It's Amelia. Esteban and Amelia, and they're really nice folks. I stop and visit with them once in a while. Then here I am again on a dirt road, and I like the dirt roads. So, and they have just plowed this one that we're on here. It was pretty smooth to begin with, but they plowed it, which always fills in some of the holes that were there. And when I came up to this corner, I remembered that I wanted to show you some of the things, some things on my LCD screen. So I'm going to pull over here and stop so the sun shines on it there. And you can see that so far I've ridden 5.4 miles. And then I switch it over, and my bike has 987 miles. So I'm getting close to 1,000. And I checked the manual, and there's no special thing for a 1,000-mile checkup. So I did check my brake pads, though. And I might make a video someday on how to check the brake pads on an e-bike, or on my e-bike anyway. And or the ones, my bike is a rad power bike model, and so they're all pretty much the same. So now I'm going backwards on this route. Generally, when I go on my favorite dirt road where I crashed my e-bike, I go the other way, because this is ridiculous to ride into the sun trying to make a video. But I wanted to do something different, because it does get boring going the same direction all the time. This road, at this end of the road, it's very unpleasant because it's got a lot of washboard bumps in it, and but I wanted to go on it. And then every time I ride this road, ever since I crashed my e-bike and dislocated my arm, I stop in memory of that day. And the way I recognized it is there's 3 rocks here on the left, and as long as I find the 3 rocks, I know which rut it was that caused me to crash. And there it is right in front of us there. My wheel got caught on the side of the rut, and it threw me into the berm here on the left. And I was actually riding too fast, and I've learned my lesson since then. But so anyway, we stopped to pay homage to and run our wheels over the rut. Then this is a real dangerous place. You have to be super careful here, because there's so much loose dirt and sand. It's like silt. And this is going the other direction the other day, and I came down here because the car was coming. And as soon as I got in there, I just almost dumped my bike, because it won't let you roll and it tries to turn you. So there it is on the right, that place right there. And then the sand is everywhere in this corner. So as you come around the corner, you have to be super careful. Well, anyway, so I'm going the opposite direction, and as I get up here to the end, I'll show you something that I've seen before, and this part of the country, southeastern or southwest United States, is actually having a drought right now. Lake Mead is way below what it should be, and so as you can see, they're feeding water into this canal, even though that comes from the long canal that comes out of the Colorado River, but they're feeding it here to add water to it, because we've got underground water, but the water that's coming down the Colorado River is getting very, very low. So I wanted to point that out just to show you how they do that. I see that running every once in a while, especially last couple of times I've been over here because of the drought conditions. So I'm coming near the end of the video, but there's some folks out riding their bikes, and that's always nice to see. And then there's the park that I spent so much time with my grandson, and I thought, well, this would be a good place to end the video, because we spent hours there. He used to love to go there and play with the kids. So I want to thank you for watching my video, and God bless.